All his programs were hugely successful, but we are not talking about the politics here. We are talking about the affection, the connect, the love that Goans showered on Rahulji and the Congress party. It has assured us that Goa is now due for a change, and that change would be for a new Goa.
Thank you.
We also stand committed to, we espouse, and Sunil here will correct me if, and you will also correct me and pardon because my pronunciation of Konkani and Marathi is not as fluent. We are committed to, we espouse Goyankar Pon, and we are committed to preserving and protecting those values. We are here today to speak to you on two important issues: youth and women. They form the essence of Goa and this country, both. Three things stand out. Bharatiya Janata Party has converted demographic dividend into a demographic disaster. BJP's DNA is anti-youth and anti-women. Vote out unemployment, vote out BJP. Vote out anti-women mindset, vote out BJP. That is actually the motto. The average age in India is 28 years. We are amongst the youngest countries of the world, if not the only youngest country. The young in India, in Goa, are asking a simple question: can there be Achhe Din without jobs and employment? Can there be Achhe Din without equality of women? These are the two simple questions. Time has come to demand answers and seek accountability both of Narendra Modi ji and Pramod Sawant ji. And we are here to present you some facets thereof. Number one, first I will address youth and unemployment. India's unemployment rate is 7.9% currently as on 1st January 2022. And Goa ranks at number 2 amongst the states where there is highest unemployment in the country. In urban areas in India, and this is a generic figure for the entire country, the unemployment has crossed 10%, which is whopping. What is more worrisome is that in the age bracket of 20 to 29 years, the actual young seeking jobs, our unemployment rate is 28%. What's even more tragic, more educated you are, more unemployed you are. That's the Modi's and BJP's India. The unemployment rate among graduates in the age bracket of 20 to 24, the latest data is showing, is 68%. Unbelievable. In Goa alone, I'm told over 1 lakh youth are now registered and are in line seeking jobs. The systematic decimation of fisheries, tourism, MSMEs, mining by the BJP government has made the situation even more grim. In the unorganized sector, which is not even accounted for, I run a shack, I run a small shop, I'm a self-employed fisherman or woman. The unemployment rate is even higher. The second part, the truth, my friends, is that the curse of unemployment plagues India's youth in BJP regimes, both at the center as also in the state. PM Modi came to power promising 2 crore jobs a year. Instead of giving 14 crore jobs in 7 years, data now shows, an Oxfam report has now established, that 12 crore 20 lakh people lost their jobs and livelihoods in last 2 years. just on the eve of elections, once again Prime Minister Modi in the budget, which we saw the other day, promised 60 lakh jobs in 5 years. How, when? This is one more jumla. That means the earlier jumla turned out to be fake, so one more fakery is being dished out. Pramod Sawant is no less. He is also now promising 10,000 jobs. May I ask what happened to the promise of 50,000 jobs in the last manifesto of the Bharatiya Janata Party? The result is 0. So 0 plus 0 is equivalent to 0. Two people dishing out fakery are promising jobs which are non-existent. Shocking data has now come out in public domain, post answers in both Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and based on information collated from everywhere. And I'd like to just show you that chart. The callous cruelty of BJP towards India's and Goa's youth is that 30 lakh jobs, please mark this figure, are now vacant in Government of India, public sector undertakings and Government of India affiliated bodies. 30 lakh jobs are lying vacant. And another 30 lakh jobs are now lying vacant in the states. And these are not private jobs, these are government jobs. 60 lakh jobs in this country are lying vacant. And I'm sending you this chart. It gives you a breakup of where these jobs are vacant. For GOI and 30 lakh, then I've added that figure. It's shocking. What is even more shocking is that nearly 1,22,000 jobs are lying vacant in the 3 armed forces and police and CAPF. Whether it's teachers, whether it's primary education, whether it's health services, whether it's central government departments, whether it is PSUs, whether it is other bodies, 60 lakh government jobs are not being filled. I want to tell the Goan youth, it is the responsibility of Narendra Modi and Pramod Sawant. They are the ones who are eclipsing your future. The fourth part, BJP's motto, wherever some little jobs are there, across India, particularly in Goa, BJP's motto is jobs for sale. Under BJP, that's the slogan, jobs for sale. GMC job scam involving 1,371 posts reflects unimaginable level of corruption and nepotism in Pramod Sawant government. It shows absolute lack of transparency, accountability and morality, lack of morality in the Sawant government. PWD job scam that you have shown written about, it has shocked the conscience of not only every Goan but the entire country. And I want to quote the High Court of Bombay at Goa. And I quote, what's all this? How can he be like Alice in Wonderland? That's how they describe Pramod Sawant and his ministers. I'm not saying so. The courts in the country are now describing Pramod Sawant government and his ministers for behaving like Alice in Wonderland. That's what they are doing to Goa's youth. The audio clips have reached the doorsteps of none less than the Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Chandrakant Kavlekar, and many other ministers and BJP MLAs. And even BJP MLAs have certified, spoken about this job scam. We all know how Goa High Court quashed the appointment of 32 data entry operators, and then their cabinet minister Milind Nayak had to resign. After the court called what? And I again am quoting the court. They called the entire process subterfuge. That's what the court called in its judgment. The recruitments in the legal metrology department, in the health department, in the police department, in the PWD department, in the Goa Medical College and every other department under BJP in Goa are mired, from head to toe in corruption, nepotism, favoritism, and merit has been murdered by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Sawant government. And the job for sale design is not restricted to Goa under BJP. That's what I want to tell my friends, because you would have written many times, I know. It's a national design of Narendra Modi and the BJP. Jobs for sale. Same racket has been unleashed or unveiled in Adityanath-led Uttar Pradesh government, where up to 10 papers have been sold. BJP-led Haryana, 32 papers leaked and sold. Jobs for sale. Haryana Staff Selection Commission, there also, like Staff Selection Commission here, has been constantly under cloud. Identical scam in Assam. Identical scam in Madhya Pradesh. Identical scam in Himachal. Identical scam in Uttarakhand. So for BJP, it's a national design. Jobs for sale. And Government of India, we saw what happened to our children appearing for the NEET exams, NEET, the NEET exam leakage. The Government of India Staff Selection SSC exam leakage. The RRB, the Railway Recruitment Board exam leakage, has eclipsed the future of millions and millions and millions of young. My friend comes from, Sanjeev is not here, he comes from Bihar. My friend comes from Madhya Pradesh. Alkaji is from Delhi. Children during the RRB protest this month, the December month, were shot dead. Public property was destroyed. That's the level of frustration of the young in this country. And jobs for sale is BJP's design. And friend, I like to point out that about the anti-mindset, anti-women mindset of the BJP. So that's part of their DNA. The mindset, thought and character of the BJP is actually anti-women. And shockingly, Global Gender Gap Report 2021 was released towards the end of the year. India has fallen from 156th rank to 140th rank under the likes of Shri Narendra Modi and Shri Pramod Sawant. That's what has happened. We've not done so now. That's a global report that has come. And that has three facets. Crimes against women in India are now at its peak. In last 75 years, highest crimes are happening against women. I am not saying so. It's the National Crimes Record Bureau report of Narendra Modi government that I am going to quote. The alarming rate is that now the yearly crime against women are touching registered crime. Unregistered I am ignoring, because unregistered we know are 2 times more. Registered crime against women are 3,71,503 yearly. So every day in India, 1,018 crimes take place against women. 1,018 crimes are taking place against women in this country. Are our daughters, our wives, our family members, our friends safe? Every hour, every day in this, 42 crimes. Sorry, every hour 42 crimes are happening. Every hour. We've been sitting here for an hour, 42 women would have in an hour suffered persecution, rape, molestation, kidnapping. And the criminals are running free like Singh, BJP MLA. We all know, we read about it. In fact, the data itself is shocking, and I'm sending you a chart comparing between 2013 and 2020. And this is what, because NCRB doesn't release 2022 data or 21 data. And this is Congress, this is BJP. There is between the 22 to 33% increase in crime against women. The anti-women mindset of BJP in Goa is apparent from one single statement, that of that of, I don't call him doctor because he doesn't deserve to be called doctor, Pramod Sawant. When two daughters, two women are raped on the Benalam beach, Chief Minister, instead of arresting the accused, banishing the accused, punishing the accused, asked the parents why were they there so late at night.
Shri.
That's the shameful attitude. That's the DNA, that's the character, that's the thought. Should you be asking the victim or should you be punishing the accused? And this intemperate anti-women mindset is not restricted to Pramod Sawant. I'm just going to give you two more examples, although there are multiple. Adityanath, who's one more face of BJP, I don't know why they have not brought him this time. What he said about women, and he said it in Hindi, so I'm going to read it in Hindi for you. And I quote, यदि स्त्री को खुला व अनियंत्रित छोड़ दिया जाए तो वह व्यर्थ व विनाशक भी हो सकता है, वैसे ही स्त्री रूप शक्ति को भी स्वतंत्रता की नहीं उपयोगी रूप में संरक्षण और चैनलाइजेशन की आवश्यकता है. Adityanath, the mascot of BJP, is saying women needs to be channelized. They can't be left alone. Then they will go astray. That's the attitude our friends in Goa must realize. That's the mindset. And what does another BJP Chief Minister, Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar, in the state that I come from, said in October 2014, and I quote, if women want freedom, why don't they just roam around naked? Unquote. That's the mindset. And friends, it's not in mindset alone, it also reflects in policy. Nirbhaya has been betrayed by BJP and Nirbhaya fund underutilized. So that's the policy failure. We carved out, Congress party carved out Nirbhaya. We changed the law. We rose to the cry and anguish of the young and everybody else, all women who felt revulsion after Nirbhaya, for want of a better word, against the entire society and the system. We rose to that occasion, appointed a Supreme Court judge, appointed the best jurist, amended the law, and then carved out what we call the Nirbhaya fund, which is available to all states now for ensuring various steps for women's safety and security, making the entire spectrum of the state safe. Till date, and these figures you will find shocking, 6,213 crores were budgeted for Nirbhaya in last 7 years. That is BJP regime. Modi government only released 4,139 crore. That means out of 6,213 crore, 2,000 crore he never released. पैसा ही खा गए. Even more tragic is the fact that out of the 4,139 crore that were released, only 2,992 crore were utilized. So another 1,000 crore were not even utilized. It means that 52% of the budget for India's women's safety and security has either not been released or not utilized. So that's the policy which is reflected by the mindset. And one more, I will give an example which will tell you everything. We heard Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. Do you know, Government of India has answered that 79% of the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao budget has been spent on Modi ji's photo, advertisement. They have answered now in an RTI. 79% of the budget meant for the girl child's education has been spent on advertisement. What is advertisement? Prime Minister Modi's photo. Sometimes Pramod Sawant also puts his with it. 2011 census, I don't have data beyond that because government has never released. But let me take 2011 census. There were 632 lakh girl children below 15 years of age. I'm sure they are about 800, but let's not even go there. 800 lakh, don't go there. 632 lakh as per 2011 census. If I take out the advertisement money, do you know how much money is being spent by Modi ji and Pramod Sawant ji and BJP on girl children of India? 50 paisa per year. That's how beti bachengi, beti padhengi. 50 paisa per girl child per year. If you take out 79% and divide by 632, the remaining budget is 50 paisa. It's a cruel joke. It's a mockery. Should such people be voted? Do they even deserve a chance? People who have eclipsed the future of youth and whose mindset and policy both are anti-women, do they even deserve a chance? That's a question that we leave for all Goans to be replied by their vote. Thank you. I'm ready to take any questions. Would you like to ask?
No.
केजरीवाल ने एक आरोप लगाया है कि यदि गोवा में कांग्रेस का सरकार आता है तो वो केवल बीजेपी का सरकार आता है तो केवल जिम्मेदारी केवल कांग्रेस की होगी। क्या है?
He is an imposter who's batting for BJP from behind the scenes. People of Goa must realize what he did last time. Kejriwal was responsible for the fractured mandate. He is again trying to do so in order to bat for BJP. Please be forewarned. Congress is the only one, as I said, we stand for Goa's ethos. We stand for Goa's culture. We are a party that Goans can trust, for we have grown with Goa since its liberation. We are there in your conscience, in your thought, in your ethos, in your culture, in your way of life. There are election tourists like Kejriwal who come here to destroy a better future for Goa. That's what they are doing.
So today, Dr. P.N. Pramod said that Rahul Gandhi came for the political tool. What do you like to say?
Such people try to divert the discourse. Please ignore them. They don't deserve an answer. Can he answer these facts that I have presented to you? They include facts from Goa and facts from the entire country. Goa's future lies in Goa's youth, Goa's women, Goa's fishermen, Goa's tourist industry, Goa's 300,000 mining dependent people, Goa's MSMEs. But BJP will never speak about them. They will only speak about hatred, division, and if I may use Adityanath's word, charbi, garmi nikal dunga, charbi utar dunga.
Sir, I have a question. Your candidates took oath by signing that affidavit.
Yes.
Do you think this affidavit will help in not getting defection from the party? Candidates.
But can I say, my friend Dinesh Gundu Raoji, who are in charge, is here. I think Congress deserves to be commended for two things. We did something politically very brave. We decided we will not take those people back who had defected and soiled the political landscape of Goa. All BJP ministers are ready to join. But Rahul Gandhi ji, Dinesh Gundu Rao ji, Girish Chodankar ji, Digambar Kamath ji, and the party, we as a whole decided that we would rather have a Kargil war hero, we would rather have a housewife, we would rather have a young person, we would rather have an engineer, we would rather have an entrepreneur and young faces who represent the ethos of Goa than have all those defectors back to us. And this oath is not for Goa alone. This oath is commencement of a new political culture in this country. We have two political cultures, my friends. We have a political culture of horse trading, purchasing MLAs as if they are vegetables or fish to be bought from a fish market. Do we want that the democratic vote of people should be purchased by the highest bidder like the Bharatiya Janata Party through ill-gotten money, who will then use the same resources of the state to collect more ill-gotten money? The democracy should be murdered in broad daylight and dacoity should be conducted on your vote? Or let's start a new culture. And that culture will be, we will have young fresh faces and we will tell the people of Goa that no way, good or bad, it's a vow to democracy. It's a vow to the people of Goa. It's an oath to the constitution. And it's an oath to probity in public life. That good or bad times, we will stay with the ideology that we represent.
But do you think this affidavit will prevent defection?
This affidavit is a symbol of commencement of a new political culture of accountability to the voter, of probity in public life, of standing by your principles, of sticking to your ideology, of sticking to the truth and the constitution. Political people must be asked for this commitment by the voters, for we owe it to you. If your vote is going to be sold by an MLA by collecting ill-gotten money, 20, 30, 40, 50 crores, we saw that in Karnataka, we've seen that in other states, we saw that in Goa, then why should people have faith in democracy? It will die. Let not democracy be murdered and people not commit dacoity of your vote purely based on ill-gotten money. That's the new culture that we are trying to introduce and inculcate.
Job serving option. Now what is the option according to you?
Congress is the option.
Prevent this auctioning of the jobs.
Congress is the option to prevent auctioning of jobs. That's the simple answer. We will. It's part of the manifesto. Mr. Chidambaram, Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao, Digambar Kamatji, Girish, everybody will be speaking to you in detail tomorrow on it.
Yeah.
But I only want to say one thing. Transparency and accountability in jobs is about trust and sincerity and honesty of purpose. We will ensure that the process of which he will speak about tomorrow will be so accountable, so transparent, that anybody, any young boy or girl of Goa will, or even a journalist, will be able to see that process.
ममता जी ने बोला है कि यदि भाजपा को हराना है तो सभी लोगों ने इकट्ठा आना चाहिए. सेम सिचुएशन यार कि तृणमूल और कांग्रेस अगेंस्ट लड़ रही है, तो क्या इफेक्ट हो सकता है, क्या हो जाएगा आगे भी, क्या होगा यदि फ्रैक्चर मैंडेट आता है तो यदि सोल्यूशन?
पहली बात तो हमें ये विश्वास है कि संपूर्ण बहुमत से बहुत अधिक मतों से कांग्रेस पार्टी गोवा में जीतेगी, गोवा के लोगों के आशीर्वाद से. और इसका सवाल मैंने पहले भी लिया था, मैं फिर दोहराता हूं. गोवा की आज़ादी से आज तक कांग्रेस गोवा और गोवा कांग्रेस के साथ है. हम कभी चुनाव हार भी गए हैं, कभी जीत भी गए हैं, पर हम गोवा के लोगों के साथ खड़े रहे हैं, गोवा की समस्याओं के साथ रहे हैं. इसीलिए गोवा की संस्कृति में, गोवा के संस्कार में, गोवा की भाषा में, गोवा की बोली में, गोवा की शैली में कांग्रेस है. ये हमें अलग बनाता है किसी भी और राजनीतिक दल से. वो लोग, ममता जी का मैं बहुत सम्मान करता हूं, कांग्रेस भी सम्मान करती है, वो कांग्रेस के परिवार का हिस्सा रही हैं. आज भी सोनिया जी उन्हें अपने को बहुत स्नेह देती हैं. मैं सब राजनीतिक दलों को समेत टीएमसी के कहूंगा कि आपको ये सोचना पड़ेगा कि क्या आप जाने अनजाने में कहीं गोवा में एक बेहतरीन सरकार बनाने में बाधा तो नहीं. आपके पास राजनीतिक धरातल नहीं, पर आप कहीं जाने या अनजाने में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मदद तो नहीं कर रहे। और अगर आपको लगे ऐसा है अंतर्मंथन करके अपने आप को आत्मसात करके, तो अभी देर नहीं हुई, अभी भी आगे बढ़िए और फैसला कर दीजिए कि आप कांग्रेस का समर्थन करेंगे हर उम्मीदवार का।
Sir, is Congress open for post-poll alliance if needed?
God willing, we will not need any post-poll alliance.
If needed, I say.
I am very confident that that will be remain a hypothetical question.
Okay,
I'll just give one.
Yeah.
Sir, I have just one question. अगर कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट फॉर्म हुआ तो आप स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमीशन रेगुलेट करेंगे?
Part of the manifesto.
मैं इसलिए आज उसकी चर्चा नहीं की कि हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में इसके बारे में बड़ी तफसील से हमने लिखा है कि हम किस प्रकार से स्टाफ सिलेक्शन कमीशन को रेगुलेट करके दिखाएंगे। मैं आपको ये 2 उदाहरण देना चाहूँगा जिनके बारे में शायद आपको जानकारी ना हो। वो प्रांत जिससे मैं आता हूँ, पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन वहाँ पर था। इससे पिछली सरकार में बीजेपी और INLD की जब सरकार थी, और हमने ये वादा किया था, आपको पता है कि आप पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन इज इक्विवेलेंट टू हाई कोर्ट जज, यू कांट। वी प्रॉमिस्ड, वी कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड ए सुप्रीम कोर्ट बेंच ऑफ 5 सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजेस under Article 142. All allegations against BJP were proved. And in the history of the country, only once a public service commission has been removed by the Supreme Court. They were removed. And then we appointed people who were from armed forces to head that commission. And we said, even if we say anything to you, please don't listen. That was the kind of solemn promise we made and executed. We are going to do so here, and my friend will speak about
आपके
it.
बहुत से सवालों के
एक सेकंड, मेरे साथी जो प्रभारी हैं गोवा के, जो बहुत कई महीनों से यहाँ मेहनत कर रहे हैं, और कर्नाटक और गोवा की संस्कृति भी कहीं ना कहीं एक संबंध है, वो रहता ही है मराठा महाराष्ट्र और कर्नाटक के साथ। तो मैं उन्हें कहूँगा वो अपनी बात रखेंगे और फिर हम बाकी के सवाल लेंगे।
Thank you, Surjewala ji. I would like to make a statement on what the Bharatiya Janata Party candidate from Dabolim, minister in the government, has made on the Congress candidate, and also made a direct attack on the people who are part of the defense forces, who serve the nation in uniform and who sacrifice their lives. It was a completely unwarranted, unprovoked attack, and his statements that he has made, Mr. Marvin Gudino, on our candidate Captain Viriato, reflects his mindset and the pretense that the Bharatiya Janata Party has about being a nationalistic party. Making such low remarks, cheap remarks about a candidate, and indirectly also in a way insulting people who have served for the nation, who are serving for the nation, who are sacrificing their lives, wearing the uniform with great pride, and making such kind of remarks is completely unacceptable, condemnable, and I am hoping that the Bharatiya Janata Party will take serious objection and serious action on this person. Because someone who can insult a person who has worked for the country in the defense forces, he's been a captain in the Navy, and calling him someone who is working in a canteen and doing small time work and insulting his service is not just an insult to Captain Viriato, but I think to every Goan, because Goa is known for people joining the armed forces. Goa is known for many people serving this nation with great pride, and these kind of remarks by a person who has amassed wealth, who is one of the most corrupt ministers in the BJP, talking about a person who has served for the country, come back to Goa, serving the people of Goa, fighting for the rights of the Goan people, doing his best in a very principled manner to see that justice is done to Goa. Making these kind of remarks, it shows what kind of a person he is and what kind of a party he represents. So I condemn it and I demand that the Bharatiya Janata Party takes serious action on their candidate and reprimands him. And he, Mr. Movin Gudino, I demand from him also apology, not only to Captain Viriato, but also to all the people who serve in the armed forces, to all the people who wear the uniform with great pride, that what he said is completely wrong, and I hope he gives a clear-cut apology on this matter. So I wanted to just make this statement so that, because this has hurt not just us, but hurt everyone else.
Arrested for power theft is the same person.
Yeah, and looking at his background, this person who is talking about our candidate, he was, in fact, he's got a history of being arrested for power theft by Mr. Parrikar, whose party he has joined. So, this is like the devil quoting the scriptures. Who is he to talk about Mr. Captain? Who is he to talk about Captain Viriato? Who is he to talk about people who serve the nation? Does he have any standing? What is his background? So either he apologizes or the BJP takes strict action. Let us we'll give them some time, and then we will further take up this issue not only at the state level but maybe even in Parliament. Thank you.
Thank you.
कुछ रह गया था
बेरोजगारी और महिलाओं के खिलाफ अपराध।
आदरणीय मित्र, मैंने ये कहा आज की प्रेस वार्ता में कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने हिंदुस्तान के डेमोग्राफिक डिविडेंड को, जो नौजवानों से आता है, उसे डेमोग्राफिक डिजास्टर में बदल रही है, क्योंकि भारतीय जनता पार्टी का डीएनए ही नौजवान और महिला विरोधी है। जिस प्रकार से देश में 7.9% बेरोजगारी है, वो अपने आप में 75 साल में सबसे ऊंचे पायदान पर है। और गंभीर बात यह है कि 20 से 29 साल के नौजवानों में ये 28% तक पहुंच गई है। 7 साल में 14 करोड़ जॉब, 2 करोड़ रोजगार हर साल देना तो दूर, मोदी जी ने केवल इस लॉकडाउन और उसके बाद ऑक्सफैम की रिपोर्ट ये बताती है कि 12 करोड़ 20 लाख रोजगार चले गए। 60 लाख नौकरियां भारत सरकार में आज भी खाली पड़ी हैं और प्रांतीय सरकारों में। वो सरकारी नौकरियां क्यों नहीं भरी जाती, इसका जवाब भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमें नहीं देती। और गोवा में तो वो जीएमसी जॉब स्कैम हो, पीडब्ल्यूडी जॉब स्कैम हो, वो गोवा हाई कोर्ट द्वारा डेटा एंट्री ऑपरेटर्स की नौकरियां खारिज की गई हों, हर जगह नौजवानों की नौकरियां जॉब्स फॉर सेल, यानी नौकरियों की बिक्री का धंधा लगता है कि गोवा की सरकार ने, बीजेपी की सरकार ने बना लिया है। और यही उनका व्यवहार महिलाओं को लेकर भी है। प्रमोद सावंत जी द्वारा जब 2 हमारी बेटियों के साथ अनाचार हुआ, तो उनके द्वारा ये कहना कि उनके पिता और माँ को और लड़कियों को देर शाम या रात किसी बीच पर जाने क्यों गई थी या क्या आवश्यकता थी, ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी की मानसिकता को दिखाता है। वो आदित्यनाथ हो, मनोहर लाल खट्टर हो, वो प्रमोद सावंत हो, ये सब महिला विरोधी व्यवहार के लिए जाने जाते हैं। और शायद इसीलिए बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ के बजट का 80% पैसा केवल और केवल इश्तहार में और मोदी जी की फोटो लगाने में खर्च कर दिया गया। और शायद इसीलिए निर्भया फंड जो है उसका 2000 करोड़ रुपया रिलीज ही नहीं किया 6000 करोड़ में से, और 1000 करोड़ रुपया इस्तेमाल ही नहीं हुआ जो 4000 करोड़ रिलीज किया गया था। ये दिखाता है कि नीतिगत तौर से बीजेपी महिला विरोधी है और मानसिक तौर से भी वो महिला विरोधी हैं। इस देश के, प्रदेश के, गोवा के महिलाओं और युवाओं से हमारी अपील है कि वोट की चोट से भाजपा को जवाब दें। धन्यवाद।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
We'll send you soft copies of this book we'll also of course send you the press release.
Yeah.
आप सब लोग ग्रुप में हैं तो ग्रुप में मैं शेयर कर रही हूँ प्रेस रिलीज एंड बुक का कॉपी. हाँ, थैंक यू.